Yeah. Like,
Crazy. I was crazy once. They put me in a room. A rubber room. A rubber room with rats. And rats make me crazy. Hi, I'm Star Williams.
and I'm Dylan Ferguson.
And where are we?
We're homeless.
Oh.
Yeah.
And welcome to the Business Partners Podcast.
Yeah, welcome to the Business Partners Podcast. We've had a lot of bad luck today, but you know what?
Yeah, we were evicted from the studio.
Yeah. You know what? Finally touching grass.
Our boots aren't even touching grass. There you go.
I touched grass.
Great job.
I finally did it. Also, before we start off this week's episode, I want to give a quick shout out. On a Wednesday, I went to the theater and saw Around the World in 80 Days at OLT, and wonderful, and directed by good friend and teacher Chris Ralph, and also ran into a certain gentleman of the latter variety, a good old Mr. Dawson Fleming.
Oh, I thought it was going to be Sam Pomerant.
Dude, that would be sick, though, if I just ran into the Sam Pomerant. Like,
imagine running into BAFTA winner Sam Pomerant.
Like, that would be crazy. That'd be crazy. Yeah. Like,
crazy. I was crazy once. They put me in a room. A rubber room. A rubber room with rats. And rats make me crazy. You know, I came up with a new derivation of that.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Lazy. I was lazy once.
Mm-hmm.
They put me in a room. A rubber room. A rubber room with fats. And fats make me lazy.
Huh. Yeah, factual, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you know I almost died this week?
Oh, God.
So, I was on my way to the good record store down the street. Well, sorry, I was on my way back. And I was being chased by the rain, and I was on Maryville and around Hunt Club, and there's a hot tub store. And I'm skateboarding down, and some dickhead who isn't watching just pulls out of the hot tub store and almost runs me over. I had to jump off of my board. Like, it went into the turning lane, I snag it, and then I just jump back onto the sidewalk. Yeah.
Wow. I'm actually a little surprised that the story didn't start with, so there's this girl I like.
Because that's the staple of a Dylan story. So there's this girl I like. Fast forward a few years, and I almost get hit by a car. Like, god damn. Why do weird things always happen to me? I don't get it, you know?
Because you're the business partner.
Right, of course.
I think it's kind of funny that we're sitting on a bench today, and the thumbnail has always been us sitting on a bench, and we've never sat on a bench for these episodes.
Exactly. Like, I don't know if that's the new thing. I hope it isn't, because this is... because I have the sun, like, beaming off of my face right now, and I'm probably... But you know what? We lived through it. We're doing it for the gag. Oh, there's a ladybug on you. Did you make a wish?
Yeah, man. A Jamaica wish.
Is your wish to become Jamaican?
No.
Okay.
I did not make a wish.
Come on, buddy. You have to do that. You know, ladybug lands on...
Do I look like John Cena? Do I look like I make a wish?
Well, have you seen that one thing of him saying you can't see me to a kid that was blind?
No.
Like, I feel bad, but I was laughing, like, so goddamn hard, you know?
Do you think it's wet under those trees? Because then we could get away from the sun.
That's possible, yeah. Shall we walk over?
Yeah. For those of you who don't know, Business Partners on the go this week.
Exactly. We're like Pokemon going somewhere.
Pokemon go to the polls.
Why don't you Man, I remember the days of the Pokemon Go craze back in 2016.
Oh, there are rocks. We can sit on the rocks.
We can sit on the rocks, yeah. Like, confession, I never played Pokemon Go.
I did, but very briefly, because I'm not a fan of Pokemon.
Me neither. So I was, like,
What? The anime fan here is not a fan of Pokemon.
Yeah? And?
The staple anime. Of course the sun comes out as soon as we get here.
To the surprise of no one, we're also very close to cars. You know what? Why don't we do a walk and talk episode?
That works too. Let me just put this bag on real quick.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I have fun editing this episode. That's gonna be fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what should we call it? Should we call it On the Go or should we call it Touching Grass?
We'll figure something afterwards. But there's one thing so I saw this TikTok, right?
Yeah.
And it was of a bunch of obscure events that nobody really talks about, but are incredibly fucking weird. And there was one that I looked up. I was like, oh, what's this? Have you heard of the miracle of 1511?
I've heard of the miracle of 9/11.
And there goes our American viewer base. God damn you. So, the miracle of 1511. I believe it was a festival in 1511, somewhere in Scandinavia, I want to say. And it was a bunch of people made like a lot of snowmen, right? But they were all satirical, and a lot of them were fucking.
Oh.
Yeah.
So did any of them have blue balls?
Oh, probably, yeah. I mean, poor fuckers, you know? Poor fuckers. Yeah, man, they're so funny. They're so funny.
Certainly had a lot of white stuff, I'd imagine.
Oh, yeah, a lot of white stuff, you know? But the thing is, it's like...
It's funny that we just passed a bunch of children in an early learning center.
God, this is like... No, I'm not going to say that, no.
What, you were afraid of the opening bit?
Yes, exactly. I don't want to get another bad opening bit.
Get bent.
You're going to make that the opening bit.
No.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You are the one who edits, therefore you have the power.
I got the power.
Man, what a good song.
It is a good song.
For real. And I said, hey.
It's
hey.
okay.
Hey. I said, hey. What's going on?
Well, that was certainly interesting.
What, you don't know the song, Hey? Four Non-Blondes? What's going on?
I've probably just not heard it as a spoken album.
Well, I'm like William Shatner, you know? I have my own spoken word album.
I'm a rock it man.
You know what? I can't get behind any of that, you know? Can't get behind that.
Well, what can you get behind? Obviously not women.
You son of a bitch. You son of a bitch. Man. You old sly dog, you.
I look like Sylvester Stallone?
Frankly, no. Well, what was it that I called you once? And whenever you were driving to the movie theater, you look like a gay Robert De Niro.
Yes, that's what you said.
Yes, exactly. I mean,
and you weren't wrong.
I am incredibly not wrong. You, my friend, I said it last week, you are a walking Barbie movie advertisement.
Only when I'm wearing what I want to wear, though.
Exactly. But you know what? I think that's very fair.
Ha 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 ha.
I'm so funny.
Do you want to sit in the bench between?
Yeah, sure.
That one actually has shade. I know because I tested it.
Ah, that's good.
Then again, we've got Tony Ombro with us, so we've always got shade.
I can't wait for us to make the next Business Partners.
Yeah.
Well, the movie. And I guess also the podcast episode too. That's cool.
Yeah, I gotta get back to writing that.
You should. What's stopping you?
My idiot brain going, I've been working all day, I need to play a video game.
You know what you should do instead of playing video games? You should write the prequel to Business Partners, the movie.
Prehaps.
Prehaps. No, not prehaps. You do it. Oh man,
Ha.
it's a little wet, but it's a little wet butt, you know.
Well, we're not about dry humor here.
Oh, dude, what are you talking about? I'm all about the dry humor.
That's because you don't get any women.
Oh, man.
Because you can't.
Oh, drat. I did it again.
Oh, God. Anyway,
Yeah, exactly.
rambling aside from our little walk there. So what do you think about my ex?
A bitch, I'll tell you what. Dude, why, Elon's a funny man. And by a funny man, I mean an absolute buffoon.
Why mess with a brand that's already been established for almost 20 years?
Exactly. It's just, hey, I'm going to change this out of nowhere. And also, powered by AI, really?
Is it?
That's what, I think that's what, not Elon, but the other person in charge of it said. And it's just, the thing is, with Threads, is that it's so, to me it's just so, it's alive or it's dead.
I posted on Threads, I was like, Dylan and I are looking for guitar lessons. Can anyone hook us up with anyone?
Any luck?
No.
Yeah.
Literally no one uses Threads.
Man, Threads is so, boring, we can't even learn to play guitar. But anyone...
You would think a thing called Threads would have people who know how to play the strings, you know what I mean?
Exactly, yeah. As Radiohead said, anyone can play guitar. Then you won't be a nothing anymore.
Wow.
Yeah,
What wise men?
exactly. You listen to Radiohead?
No.
Nah. It's good stuff. Good stuff. Who the fuck is dying in there? I think someone's dying in there.
They're making some constructive criticism.
Should we help them?
No.
No, okay, yeah.
I don't think we're qualified.
No, I was just gonna say, if someone's being shot in there, I think our podcast is more important, obviously.
Yeah. It's just a Vine boom. Don't worry about it.
Oh, right. Of course.
You remember when they used to randomly put those? No
Oh,
matter what?
Oh, yeah. I remember the good old days of Vine. Man,
Surprising for your age.
what do you mean by that?
Well, you're younger than I am, so... And some people today go, what's Vine? So,
No, the thing is, I'm gonna be very get off my lawn for a second, but if you don't know what Vine is, I think you're lesser. And I hardly know her, but I think you're lesser.
I was gonna say it, but then you already said it, so...
Yeah. Yeah.
Lesser and learned.
Attaboy. Man. It's totally killing my vibe, you know? Damn Vine booms. Back when I was young, we had,
When you were a small boy?
when I was, well, I am small. I'm 5'9". Are we the same height?
Shouldn't be.
We're similar enough.
Because I am definitely not 5'9".
You are also wearing boots.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I know because my brother is 6'7",
I beg your pardon. 6'7".
and when he has boots on, it's 6'9".
Nice. But come on, man. Whenever this dude's wearing boots, a full foot taller. Come on. What? Man, I hate being, 5'9". is literally the average height. The one thing that's good about it is that it's 69 inches.
Nice.
Nice, yeah.
Did you know that to be 6'7" is to be 2 meters tall? Exactly.
Exactly 2 meters. God damn. Like, man, you know, I wish I was a little bit taller. I wish I was a baller. I wish I had a rabbit in a hat with a bat. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because I know the song, I just can't remember the name.
You know?
You're doing that a lot this episode. Thought you had stuff you wanted to talk about.
Well, some. I mean, let's check my notes app, because I always have some stuff in there on potential things I can talk about. Let's see.
It's a shame. We're only like 16 minutes in.
Yeah. So, here's a thought for you. If you were... take a movie, right? And change all of the characters in it but one into a Muppet. Which movie would you do? And who would you change?
Can I hear yours first?
Okay. So for me, I was thinking Interstellar.
And is Matthew McConaughey the only one who doesn't
Matthew
change?
McConaughey is the only one that doesn't change.
That's actually a really good movie to do it.
Exactly. Like,
because it just adds that extra layer of weirdness.
yeah. Just like, no. Man, what a good movie.
You know, admission, I've never actually watched it.
You've never watched it, really?
No, I've always intended to watch it, and I've never watched it.
Well, you should. You should.
I should.
You should. You should watch it.
All right, so,
Well,
what is a movie that I would change? Nothing nowhere near as good as Interstellar. I guarantee you that.
but I barely know her, so.
Ow. You know, I think... Why is this so hard?
Because I'm always hard. You know what I'm saying?
You hear that, ladies?
I go hard. I go hard. Every day. Every day I'm in the gym. Going hard. Because you know what? I don't take shit from nobody. I smoke my stogies wherever I want.
I smoke my stogies wherever I want.
I don't need a hiding place like you.
I don't need a hiding place like you, little baby.
I really wish I did that episode 1.
Well, we did, didn't we say it?
I don't know. It's been a while. It's been a while since I've seen episode 1. You know?
Yeah. I didn't even watch the entire thing.
That's fair, because I mean, at some point I'm gonna have to go back. I want to go back and watch every single one again.
I know what movie I would change.
Which one?
Business Partners.
Who's the real person in it?
Me.
That seems like a little bit of a cop-out, don't you think?
Listen. The reason why is because don't you think it would be funny to have Frank just yelling at a Muppet saying, I don't want to see your groveling little face again. And then shooting your character later on.
Dude, spoilers!
Oh, sorry, right. I'll have to put spoiler in the title now. Hear that wind?
Spoiler. Spoiler for what? I barely know her.
It's so funny, because I was talking about Barbie with Wind, of all things. I haven't seen the movie, but obviously she has. And I was like, you know, I should probably go and see it, but I'd have to go and see it with someone. And I was like, maybe I should ask Dylan. And I forgot to ask you.
Damn. See, I did go to the theater yesterday, but not to watch Barbie or Oppenheimer. I went to go see...
was it the Bionicles movie?
Fuck! God, I should have watched it. God damn it. No, I just watched stupid Tom Cruise in the new Mission Impossible movie. Like, I'm just saying, I think I can do all of his stunts. You know why?
Why?
He is super short. And if I'm pretty short too. So I think, you know what? If he can do them, so can I. You want to jump off of a mountain on a motorcycle? I could do that. No sweat. But you know
No
what?
sweat?
Yeah, exactly. Well, I mean, maybe he has magic Scientology powers, but
He has faith.
I don't have that. So, you know. Yeah, maybe he has his weird cult powers.
He has that blood-sucking power to keep his eternal youth.
Yeah, this just in. Business partner Dylan Ferguson killed by the Church of Scientology.
I find it funny that he once Top Gun Maverick came out, he aged 20 years overnight.
That's weird. Cause after watching Top Gun Maverick, I was like, it doesn't look terrible. And then I see him in the new movie and I'm like,
Yeah.
that's the same dude. He looks like a testicle.
Yeah.
Well,
I just noticed it while he was doing the promos for Maverick. It was like,
yeah.
did he age like 20 years in between filming and releasing?
Yeah, like that's weird as shit. Like, man.
All the plastic finally dissolved in his face.
Exactly, yeah. It's just like, they revoked his magical powers, which, I don't know, maybe he has them from like time to time to do stunts for like Mission Impossible movies.
Don't you know that he's losing his magic? He almost died in this one.
Really?
Yeah, because there was a stunt. You know the one for the helicopter?
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, the thing where he was climbing up,
Mm-hmm.
he fell all the way down and only got caught by the net on the thing.
Oh, shit. That is...
Like, everyone on set said, I think we just lost Tom.
And then, like, the Scientology god just comes back just like...
But it's quite obvious that he's getting old if he's finally flubbing his stunts.
Exactly, yeah. Like, if you're ever in a movie, would you do your own stunts?
Well, not in this shape, but
Yeah. You know what? I feel like I have enough quote-unquote self-confidence. I'd do all my stunts. Because I need that, I need that cha-ching, you know? I need that cha-ching.
Stunt pay?
Yeah, exactly. And plus, like, I wouldn't die from it. And plus, like, I'm already pretty fucking good at, doing stunts and whatnot. Like, I'm just saying, I think I would be great.
Okay, hear me out. I'm gonna set up a stunt for you in a movie.
Okay?
You're in a bar.
Already there?
Yeah, so you can vividly imagine this. You're in a bar.
Mhm.
You've had several drinks.
Yes.
You're feeling confident.
Mm-hmm.
There's a woman across the bar.
You bitch.
Your stunt is to go and talk to them.
You're going right for the jugular, ain't you? Right there. Wow. You really know how to hit a guy when he's down, eh?
I do.
Man. You goofball.
You can feel free to like take any punches at me at any point in time. Even if they're physical. I don't care.
Nah. You know why?
Why?
I'm a gentleman.
Oh, okay. I didn't know I was doing this in the presence of a gentleman.
Exactly. Like, I'm just saying the gentlemanly Dylan Ferguson, could do all of my stunts. I could do all my stunts. Like,
Although,
throw me in a volcano, I'm in, Like, what's gonna do? Kill me?
it's gonna magma day.
It's gonna magma day. Like, I'm just saying, like, I'm gonna lava it.
That's your one-liner. Go ahead. Magma Day.
Oh, that's great. That's great. I think, yeah, I would do that. I would jump into a volcano, say a cheesy one-liner, and then just, like, kill a dude, you know? I would do that. I would do that.
You heard it here first, folks. Dylan would be willing to kill a man.
Well, in a movie.
In a movie. In the movie. You know what? Speaking of this accent, dude, they're listening.
Oh, I know. Because that was the ad that I originally saw it from. And I was just like, oh, you found it.
It was like one day I was scrolling through Instagram, and then I guess I might have said something. Either that or it was like, you know what, I'll wait a few days before sending it to him.
Exactly.
And then it was like, Ringo Starr. Ringo Starr. No, Ringo Starr.
Man, I would... Japanese ads are so fucking goofy. I'd love to be in one. But you
You
know...
should go to Japan to do that.
I should, yeah. I mean...
You'd be so good. You could see JoJo without all the
No, I would straight up go to Japan and just make fun of all the losers. Just like,
where are the subtitles?
like... So, man, people be goofy going to Japan and just being like,
where are all the cute anime girls? Did you know that the proportions for anime girls is actually based on cats?
on cats?
Yeah, the side profile. It's why their mouths and such don't actually like line up and such.
Huh.
It's because their profiles are actually like they didn't design them to be human. They designed them to be the profiles of cats.
You learn something new every day. Huh, goddamn.
I would have thought that you would know this.
Oh, yes, I know everything about anime.
Quick, when was the first anime ever drawn?
1776.
The Declaration of Independence. That was the best anime ever.
I would make an anime based on that.
Would you star Nick Cage in it?
Maybe I would. You know what?
Truly Imagination Entertainment, here we come.
Dude, we are so smart. We can come up with so many ideas for just goofy fucking shit. We can make, like, I would love to just make, like...
I know what we can call the studio that, like, draws it.
Mm-hmm.
Canadian Anime.
That... maybe.
I know that technically if it's not from Japan, it's not anime, but...
Yeah. You know what? I'll go to Japan and do it myself.
Fine. I'll do it myself.
Yeah, I'll go to a animation studio and be like, yo, buddy, I'm making an anime based on the Declaration of Independence, and you're not saying no. And what happens if they say no? Bam. I smack them in the face.
And there's gonna be a long drawn out story.
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna have an argument. They're gonna have a season arc about the Second Amendment.
Mm-hmm, yeah. I can't wait for the beach episode for the Declaration of Independence.
George Washington on the beach.
It's just like I would love that.
Is there gonna be an epic battle between John Adams and the King?
Yes. That and it needs. You know what I'm thinking? What is gonna be? I would love for like the intro to be like a remix of just the national anthem. But like like a remix. No, it starts off like, you know, the opening little bit, just dramatic and like all grand, and then it just goes like full anime, you know?
I have an idea.
Shoot.
So you know how most of them start out calm with like a little calm music? Start it with God Save the King.
Oh.
And then it transitions into this American like, oh, sir.
That
like, dun, 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 dun.
Have we stumbled upon a gold mine? I think no, we're onto something. This is gonna be the best thing ever.
Since sliced bread.
The best thing since sliced bread. An anime based on the Declaration of Independence.
Now, what's the whole deal with like copyright in Japan? Is there anything?
I think it's a lot more lenient there.
So if someone takes our idea, we're not owed any royalties.
I couldn't tell you, but you see, here's my line of thinking. I'm gonna use an example. You're gonna be aggravated with me for this, but a really good example of this is actually JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. No, hear me out.
I started a Discord group on Discord for you because one of my friends like started watching JoJo, and they're up to all the way to like part 6. And I was like, okay, if you're gonna keep talking about JoJo's, I'm just gonna make this group chat for you and another guy.
I did not notice that. Nice. Yeah, I mean, I'm barely on Discord. But,
I knew that.
Yeah, but why I think it's a good example is because a lot of the characters and like powers in JoJo's are based on like songs and bands, and so what they have to do, they have to change the names, like ever so slightly.
Okay.
Like, just so it's something goofy. Like, for instance, one is Killer Queen, the song by Queen.
She's a killer.
Yep.
Queen.
They changed it to Deadly Queen to avoid copyright, which is dumb.
She's a deadly queen.
It doesn't work. It doesn't work.
No.
Yeah. So what I think would happen, it would be a lot more. It'd be a lot more. What's it called? It's a lot less lenient in North America, I'm pretty sure. So.
Yeah, in North America, you'd be sued for that.
Yeah, exactly. But you know what? We're not going to air this out of Japan. This isn't going out of Japan.
No, actually, I much prefer that way of thinking. Like, yes, there's copyright, but then there's very much like, oh, if I can't use it, I'll just change it.
Exactly, yeah. Like, we could just make the goofiest... We can make the goofiest name changes ever.
Like, I wonder, is there a Business Partners podcast in Japan?
It's probably an equivalent. Probably way better.
I had also this thought that when we do start filming our stuff for whatever channel, that we should film once in English and once in French.
No.
Widen our audience.
No. I've taken an oath to use French as little as possible since high school.
Really?
Yes. I just don't like speaking French. Like, it's just so...
Your Scottish came out there for a second.
I
You're very passionate about it, so it was like, I don't like
it whenever I have to speak French. It's just god awful.
Yeah.
Like, think about it like this. You know English. You're strong with English. Do you want to just like go to something else that you're not strong with? And plus, like, how are we gonna do that? Are we just gonna like dub over you?
Well, the way I was thinking was, because like I can actually read French, right? Like,
yeah.
I just can't speak it.
Okay.
Like, I can't have conversational French, but I can read the words properly.
So you can comprehend. Maybe you should just like learn French. Yeah.
Just get better, bro.
Yeah. Simply just improve your skill set.
Simply improve your skill set.
Like, come on, man. I wouldn't call it easy because French is a hard language to master. I mean, I only have, I think I only have my B2 in it. So, like, I can do it conversationally.
B2 bomber?
B2 bomber, yes. But I'm only passable at French. And I'm also very out of practice, so I'm probably a lot worse than I think I am.
Okay.
Yeah. Like,
What if we did a bit where one of the episodes of the podcast
it's. What are we gonna say? You want to do a bit in French?
Oh yeah, the entire episode is just French.
No. Nuh-uh. Nuh-uh. Look at me. Nuh-uh.
What do you mean,
Nuh-uh. I love that because it just dismantles any sort of argument, and it's the best. It's the best. I could just say nuh-uh, and suddenly it's just like bam, the universe collapses in on itself.
Good news, everyone. I figured out how to end a conversation.
Fuck you mean? Nuh-uh. Nuh-uh.
Nuh-uh.
It's just like some guys like, I've discovered the end. I've discovered just the solution to world hunger. Nuh-uh. Fuck you mean? Nuh-uh. Nuh-uh. And then bam, it's just like, now you know what? I can use the powers of nuh-uh for good. I'm gonna go up to. You know what? I'm gonna go to. Where would I go? I'm gonna go up to Mr. or Mrs. or gender neutral equivalent world hunger. And just be like, hey buddy, fuck you, and I'll sock him right in the face.
I don't know why, but I just thought about. Hold on. I
Yes?
just thought about you going up to Mr. or Mrs. or gender neutral nuh-uh or world hunger and going in like anime pose like.
I would straight up just do like a JoJo style beatdown of that motherfucker. Because you know what I think about world hunger, you know?
Hardly know her.
Exactly. Well, that's the problem. We do hardly know hunger, you know? And I think that's a damn shame. Well, it's good for us, but it's a shame that other people have to, you know, deal with that, of course. Because, you know, it's bad.
Yeah.
It's bad. I'm 6'2", by the way. That's for the ladies listening.
There are plenty around us.
I'm 5'9".
But your big boy counts.
No. Let's just say I'm not going to talk about that. I'm not going to talk about that. I don't think the world needs to know. They'd like to, but they don't need to know. Yeah.
I can just imagine certain people's faces being like,
I can imagine just everyone just being like, "Oh man," just like,
"Swiper, no swiping."
"Oh man." I remember, on that note, a very old story. Whenever I was like 4 or something, I think I was going through a little bit of a Dora phase.
Ah,
Yeah.
adorable.
Anyways, I was at this shitty mall, and there was this person in a Dora costume, and it was the filthiest thing ever. And I think I went up to the costume, and afterwards, my parents were just like, "Ooh, oh no."
Ooh. Like that meme.
Yeah.
And then they didn't realize that they wouldn't stop the theater kid from coming.
No. I mean, nothing stops the theater kid, you know? Like, I'll just go up to someone trying to stop me and just be like, "What you trying to do, buddy?"
Nuh-uh.
I'll hit him. I'll simply hit him with a nuh-uh, and bam, all of my problems will go away. I should nuh-uh to my problems.
Yesterday, all my troubles seemed so far away.
Exactly.
And then I said, nuh-uh.
Nuh-uh. Like, it's kind of just my favorite sort of, my favorite word, you know?
Nah.
Fuck you mean nuh-uh?
Oh my goodness. Let's not.
We're going in circles. Did you know? So, the Ottawa Red Blacks,
Yes.
I'm a season ticket holder.
You're a season ticket holder?
I'm a season ticket holder.
the Ottawa Red Blood.
See, the thing is that I went to the game on Friday.
Yeah.
That was single-handedly the worst football game I've ever been to. Nothing happened. So 2 minutes in, there's a rain delay. For the game was supposed to start at 7:30. It ends up technically starting at 8:40. And then nothing happened throughout the majority of the game. I think towards the end of the second quarter, I look at my dad and I'm like, I cannot handle this shit. And then we just left. And then it was still terrible.
Well, quarter.
Well, I'd have to get to know her first before I quarter.
I see what you did there. That's a double take.
Exactly. You
Because
see?
it's about courting the lady.
Yeah. I'm a
But it's
gentleman.
also about,
I'm a
a
gentleman.
quarter. I get it. Ha, ha, ha.
Man, I am so wise. I'm so smart.
SMRT.
No, hold on, I got this. M, another M, a Y,
Smee.
Geneva, Switzerland,
Smee, Geneva, Switzerland.
T,
T.
Smee, Geneva, Switzerland.
And you know what?
What?
I think it's been a pleasure doing business
It's been a
with you.
pleasure doing business with you.